For nearly a century, humanity has listened to the cosmos, expecting the universe to speak in a language we could easily decode. We aimed our massive radio telescopes at the stars, searching for a steady, continuous transmission, the classic signature of an intelligent neighbor. But we were looking for the wrong kind of signal. We assumed the dark void was silent, punctuated only by the steady, predictable ticking of dead stars. We were completely wrong. In 2007, an entirely new nightmare shattered our understanding of deep space. They're called fast radio bursts, or FRBs. These are blinding flashes of radio light erupting from the furthest, darkest corners of the cosmos. They appear without warning, flash for a fraction of a millisecond, and vanish forever. They release more energy in a single millisecond than our sun outputs in 3 whole days. Packing that much raw power into a microscopic blip stretches the absolute limits of modern physics. It's a level of violence that shouldn't exist, and the deeper we look into these signals, the more terrifying they become. The most unsettling part? They were screaming right past us for years, and we were completely blind to them.
The first FRB ever found, the Lorimer burst, was actually discovered sitting in an archive 6 years after it happened. In 2007, a student was manually combing through old data from 2001. Hidden inside a dusty hard drive was a massive, off-the-charts spike of energy. Nobody noticed it in real time because nobody knew this category of physics existed. It forces a chilling question. How many thousands of these signals are sitting on hard drives right now, completely missed, waiting to be uncovered? When these bursts finally reach our telescopes, they arrive with a perfect, indelible memory of everything they pass through. As the signal cuts through millions of light years of intergalactic space, it collides with a sparse sea of floating electrons. This spreads the signal out across frequencies, acting like a literal physical receipt of its journey. Scientists can read the exact density of the void from a single burst, arriving pre-encoded with a map of the darkness it crossed. In 2020, cosmologists actually used these signals to weigh the entire intergalactic medium, solving a 30-year-old mystery about the universe's missing matter, almost as a side effect of the signal just existing.
For a long time, we comforted ourselves by saying these bursts came from young, hypermagnetic dead stars called magnetars, located in young, active spiral galaxies. But recently, the universe broke the pattern. Several high-power FRBs have been traced back to ancient, dead elliptical galaxies, cosmic graveyards where young magnetars physically cannot exist. This means either our model of stellar death is completely wrong, or there is a second, entirely different and completely unknown engine in the cosmos generating these explosions. Whatever is firing them, the environments are incomprehensibly hostile. Many FRBs arrive with near 100% polarization, meaning the radio waves are forced to vibrate in a single, perfectly organized geometric plane. This level of organization implies the signal originated near a magnetic field trillions of times stronger than anything achievable in a laboratory, a field so intense it distorts the very structure of matter itself. And when these bursts repeat, the mystery turns into pure mathematical horror. Inside a single repeating burst, the pulses consistently drift downward in frequency in a predictable, highly structured pattern that researchers call the sad trombone effect. It follows a relationship so regular it implies something geometrically precise is happening at the source, like a relativistic lighthouse beam sweeping across space at sub-millisecond timescales. Even worse is a repeating signal tracker known as FRB 20180916b. Located a billion light-years away, this thing fires relentlessly for 4 days, goes completely silent for 12 days, and then repeats like clockwork. Scientists have tried modeling wobbling companion stars or spinning tops to explain it, but none of the models fit. A precision 16-day cycle operating from a billion light-years away has no clean answer. For years, we treated FRBs as safe, distant anomalies at the edge of time, But in 2020, a magnetar just 30,000 light-years away, literally in our own galactic backyard, let out a massive burst. If that same flash had happened in another galaxy, it would have looked like a textbook FRB. It was a terrifying awakening. These engines aren't rare relics. They are active, they are diverse, and they are happening right now inside normal galaxies.
Telescopes like CHIME in British Columbia have flooded the field, detecting hundreds of these bursts in just under 3 years. They proved that FRBs are isotropic, meaning they rain down upon Earth equally from every single direction imaginable. They are an inescapable, constant crackle background of the universe. We spent decades scanning the skies, waiting for a familiar, gentle voice to prove we aren't alone. But the constant, violent eruption of fast radio bursts proves the void is far from silent. It is screaming with signals we are only just beginning to hear. And in the darkest spaces between the galaxies, something is continuously speaking.